live as he reports in from Freedom Base 1.
Gigi, I've decided not to leave this town. Maybe I can stay and find some other nice people who will like me and accept me for who I am.
Trusting your spirit, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Such a shame that Skyrim closed. We are in the pre-show right now. As I always say, a lot of hosts would not come on during the countdown and talk to you. I'm the exception. A lot of hosts certainly wouldn't come on with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I'm the exception to the rule. I thought, since we have some people in here that like RPGs, and you can hear got some tea here with me. A lot of people just like to have one drug at a time. They just like to go with the weed. I, for some reason, have weed and also kratom tea, kratom, K-R-A-T-O-M. Not really into this, but, you know, some people I know like it, so have it anyway. Finishing your thought, Fallout 2's writing was overrated, to be fair. Only the first half of the game was good, and you're one of the biggest fans since 1997. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. There's sadly a lot of video games like that where they start out really well with the plot and the writing and everything, and movies now too, and then you feel like the team just handed it off to someone else. But yes, enjoying some tea here. What we're actually going to switch to, in my opinion, is an RPG that is a pixelated RPG, but to me it's even better than Skyrim. Now you would think I would have booted this thing up already. Let's see here. It shouldn't take too long to boot up though. But a pro would have had this thing booted up, and then when the countdown was done we could have switched over to it. But you're not riding with the pro tonight, you're riding with the Ratchet Soul. I thank the people over there in the EU, because usually I hear that they miss my streams because my streams are too late. You should be hearing 2 audio tracks now, because I'm very unprofessional, so you should be hearing the game in the background slightly, and then you should be hearing the countdown music. Oh, Comrade, you're the one who wrote that, yeah. Well, I think we're gonna have some fun here, Comrade. It's funny too, because I actually say in my intro, "Your Comrade," which I've just started saying recently. We're about to play a very great game, a game that I'm sadly not better at. We're about to play a game called, if I can get over the game capture, Tales of Maj'Eyal. Which, I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking this looks like some bootleg stuff, Arachnid. What are you doing to us? But I promise you, this game is goated. Do I want to load a game? No, I don't want to load a game. I'm gonna have to go to new game. People in the chat are like, wait a minute. This guy knows what he's talking about. Yeah, comrade. This, to me, is the best roguelike I've ever played. Somebody recommended this game to me, and I'm like, I don't know. Those graphics look highly suspect. But let's try to do what we were trying to do just now. We were trying to play a battle mage, even though it was an elf. Let's see, elf. Which allows them to boost speed. I wonder what would be closest to a Skyrim dark elf here. This feels very similar. Yeah, you've got more experience in this stuff than I do. I think my first roguelike was... Honestly, and this is gonna hurt when I say this, I think Neon Chrome was my first roguelike. And that's a great game, but it hardly fits into the genre. Alright, so we're gonna go with this guy. He looks kind of cool. Let's name him... Name this guy Arachnus. Hopefully we don't have another character that's already had that name. Difficulty. Let's leave this on normal. Gonna leave it on adventure. Let's see, can we customize the tile here? I'd like to see like a dark elf type guy, but I will settle for anyone who looks like a mage. This guy looks kind of cool. He's got a little orb around him, which makes him almost impossible for the YouTube people to see. That might be kind of cool because it is going to be a battle mage. So I think let's go with that. Do we have to do the tutorial? How do we even... Male. Okay. So that's the male. Alright. And let's just go back, because I have no idea what to do here. Do I, Maybe I have to play the tutorial? I have no idea. Basic gameplay recommended. Alright, well... Oh yeah, I think in this game you have to play the tutorial. This tutorial will present you with a short quest to familiarize yourself with the game. Anybody who's been to any of my streams knows if there's a lot of reading, I enjoy doing it off stream, but if there's a lot of reading in a stream, I just kind of read the basics. Okay, during this tutorial, you will be guided by dialogue boxes such as this one explaining how things work. Alright, so that's basically all we need to know. Movement is simple. I know how to move already. Already they're going to start out with me. We don't need to worry about any of this damage stuff. These guys too far for me to hit. Alright. During your adventures, you will find items. Your inventory is split into two panels, your equipped items and your backpack. People probably very comfortable with that. Yeah, that's what I think about this game. I think it's a complex dungeon crawler roguelike. And I know back in the 90s, they wanted you to be able to buy a game and play it for a long period of time, so... you know, those games were very complicated back then. Oh, you know what? I'm screwing up. How do I... Let's see here. With my weapons, armor... Miscellaneous... I know there's something I click on to give myself some more attacks. Because if I just go with this one, what does this even do? Block. That's good, but... Alright, well, let's see how it goes. Come back up here a little bit. This stuff doesn't seem to be attacking me, so... You now possess the shield pummel and shield wall talents. Okay, so I have unlocked a couple more talents. Looks like shield pummel. By the way, this is such a professional stream. I'm minutes into this thing. I didn't even do a sign-on. So people from YouTube, we've just crashed into this thing. Let's do a sign-on right now. Welcome back, as always. It is your host, your friend, your boy, your mate, your pal, your buddy, and your comrade, like the comrade in chat, Arachnid Soul, coming to you today with something a little bit different. Your boy is a little bit stoned. Your boy's had a little weed, he's had a little kratom, and he's had a little frustration with Skyrim, if you will. Tried to play Elder Scrolls V, it crashed on us, so we've jumped over to Tales of Maj'Eyal, an old school roguelike. We have people in the chat who are probably going to help us with this, and whatever god you believe in knows that I need the help. I wonder why it hasn't let me just skip this tutorial. Because generally I can figure this stuff out. During your adventures, you will encounter a variety of terrains you can pass on. Grass, sand, water, lava. Permadeath is a thing in this game also. So, I'm trying to watch my health over here. As you can tell, like each step that I take, we don't need to know about that, but each step that I take will reset one of these things. So if I click on this, you can see it's going to take 7 steps to cool down now, so as the little white blob starts coming in on me. Okay, so they're telling me don't drown in the pond. It's basically the gist of that. We have a rune down here. When I first started playing this game, the number pad will work, but I don't have a number pad. I have one of those short mice. I do have an MMO, or I have a short keyboard. I do have an MMO mouse, so if I want to, that's me using the MMO mouse instead, which is what I do a lot of the time, but I don't mind using the mouse. And also, the good thing is, and I learned this just recently from a streamer, if you're playing a game like this and it allows you to use like the number pad or buttons or anything like that, it's not as good because you don't get to see me actually doing it. Whereas if I'm using the mouse, you actually can follow the cursor and see what me, the streamer's doing. That's a lot of snakes. Okay. So what a lot of people would do is run out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let these snakes come in. And I'm going to, let's see here. Shield pummel. Shield wall. I'm basically going to fight all these snakes one at a time. Watching my health, so that way they can't surround me. One thing about this game is everything wants to kill you, including the game itself. Like, this game's not on your side. At all. And the reason I always die in this game, and I'll die hours in, is because I take risks that I really didn't need to. Yeah, some of those old PC games still scare people away today. What did I just tell you? Basic tutorial tactic. Do not get surrounded. Always control the fight. This game teaches you by killing it. So you'll get like 8 hours into this game and then you get killed by some nonsense and then you just know, okay, don't do that nonsense. But yeah, the hotkeys on some of those old games, there were so many of them that even to this day, a lot of people who are console people, I was one of these people, was afraid to come over to PC gaming because I thought, that guy's got magic. See, like, that's a perfect example. So already, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Somehow I've survived. Let me try to get my health back by moving. You can die in the tutorial on this game, and many people do. Let's see here. Ranged combat. I think I am going to equip some of this stuff. I think I've been sloppy and not equipping some of this stuff already. Let's go with the bow. If I can even figure out, maybe I've got to do that in either my offset hand or the second. Let's see, wield where. Okay, so now I do have arrows. Yeah, the AI in this game would have just killed me, except I backed up. Like, they can't get past one another. So if you can back up a little bit, so now only one of them is going to be able to even get through. But again, this is the tutorial. Things are not this easy in the actual game. Oh, yeah. A lot of the time in this game, you can kind of just get the enemies to come to you. Take one step here. Okay. I am using the hotkey a little bit here. Yeah, I think this is a much older roguelike, so... And this was basically made by... I know there's a small team, but basically one guy made this. How'd that wolf get over here so fast? Okay. I think we just died. How much health does this wolf have? That is our first death. It usually doesn't happen this early, but it happened this time. Let's see, I will rest for a while. Thank you, I'm ready to go back. I think I'm gonna rest for a while. And it might kill us again, to be honest with you. Okay, we got it that time. Tutorial's done. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this game is brutally hard without that cover system, so maybe they just figured they didn't need it, or maybe there's some kind of mod that adds that. Let me see. Your boy doesn't remember anything, like how to pick up the map, anything. Pressing J or right-clicking on yourself. Okay, so that's just telling me the tutorial's finished. Alright, so here's the map. So this is where we came in. I'm assuming that's where we would go out. Experience and levels. Wizardry 6. Yeah, I've never played that. You've played a lot of roguelikes that I just have not gotten around to. This game, you can actually play a free version of this game that doesn't have any music. There should be like a red dot on the map that tells me the exit, but... Let me see, do I have my little recall tool yet? No? Probably would have helped. These runes probably would have helped if I remembered how to equip them. This kind of looks like this might be a way out. So as you can imagine, when you start playing this, why does it keep giving me this tutorial? Experience some levels. Maybe it wants me to open up my experience thing, stat points, class talent points, generic talent. Okay, is it C or B or... Is it L maybe? No, L does that. Manage inventory does say that it's L, but let me change mouse profiles. Oh, okay, that's cool. The first part of the tutorial map seems to be paying homage to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup tutorial, mirrors it exactly. It's another game I've never heard of. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna hear some of the things that I've said on this stream, and then I'm going to try to get to some of these games. What is it? Let me just go in here and look at these key bindings. If you see something that says I can bring up my character level up screen, let me know. Level up window, P. Let's see. Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Let's see here. Dagger Mastery. We are playing as a battle mage, so we're probably going to need some kind of mastery of weapons. I don't think we're going to use daggers, because that tends to be like a rogue class weapon. 9 here. Put a point into health. Definitely needs a point in strength. That's dexterity. Okay, so we've got strength, dexterity, constitution, aka health, magic, willpower, and it says willpower defines your character's ability to concentrate. It increases your mana, stamina, and psi capacity, and your chance to resist mental attacks. Okay. I don't think we're going to encounter any of that stuff early. Cunning defines your character's ability to learn, think, and react. It allows you to learn many worldly abilities and increases your mental capacities, or capabilities, and chance of critical hits. So this, we will need some in here. Let's see here. Repulsion. Just to get another attack, that'll be nice. Shield wall. Light armor. Accept these changes. Let's see. Okay. Now let's see if it lets us go up here. Tutorial talents. Stats. Yeah, we did this. Does it, like, is it demanding that I use all of these already? It's just I'm so used to using the mouse to move now that... And this is where we came in, so... What I'm really trying to do is find the place on the map where I need to go to exit to the next map. So there should be a red dot somewhere. And for some reason, it's like you can't even get out of this first area. Alright, let me follow this map back around. Different terrains, yes. I think what happened is certain parts of this, if you click on them, just activate a certain part of the tutorial. So when we find the exit, there should be like arrow keys that... Oh, okay. Almost drowned there, but we're okay. There should be like an arrow exit key, unless... Maybe I should read these tutorials when they come up. Maybe one's telling me that... Let's see. Ranged combat, no. Where could this exit be? Maybe there are no exits from tutorial. You have to go to the main menu. Okay. I remember there being an exit, but we'll try that out. Because it's basically going to give me an option to continue. Let's see here, unless it didn't save that, in which case we'll play as someone else. Dracus, Krieger, Samsis, these are all other characters. Test Stream Guy. Let's go with Test Stream Guy, he doesn't seem to have anything. No, there's definitely supposed to be an arrow on the edge of the screen somewhere. Okay, so basically, if we just came out of the tutorial, this is where we would be. So we're basically playing with this guy now, starting from scratch. I have no idea what kind of attacks or whatever this guy has. But this is right after you get out of the tutorial. Let's see what any of this does. Shout your war cry in a frontal cone radius of 4 squares. Any target caught inside will be confused. 50% confusion for 4 turns. That's the other thing about this game, like, as you can see, you can unlock so many talents and special things. Stunning Blow, it's pretty self-explanatory. Wrath of the Highborn. Call upon the power of the Highborn, so I guess that's my class, like Dragonborn or whatever. Increase all damage by 11% and reduce all damage taken by 11% for 5 turns. The bonus will increase with your magic. This is healing. This is like a slower regeneration. Activate the infusion to heal yourself for 100 life over 5 turns. Infusion Wild. Activate the infusion to cure yourself. So this is like a cure potion. And then this rush is a charge. So, okay. Even though this is a stream guy, I've done myself some justice in setting this character up. Probably should stick to the roads. Let me go back up here. So we have some kind of weird thing here. So we're gonna rush it. Killed it. Okay. 31. That's pretty crazy. Okay. So let's do the war shout. Let's see here. What is this? Do Wrath of the Highborn. Increases all damage by 11%. Definitely I should activate that. I think we just go straight through. So that's a better idea of what the combat is in this game, at least early on. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll stream... I wouldn't mind streaming a wrestling game. Usually I do that on Mondays, because that way I get... let me think. Yeah, usually I do it on Monday, because that way I get footage and I can kind of put up one match, and then I give my friend a match to put on his YouTube channel. So like this week, I recorded 2 matches on stream, whatever day that was. It might have been Wednesday. One of them was the Arn Anderson versus Rowdy Roddy Piper one, and the other one was Taz versus Raven in an ECW match. So if you subscribe to his channel, Fight Night's Finest, all one word, and if you type it into YouTube, you'll find it. He has a boxing channel. And on Sunday, I believe, he will be putting up that Taz match. But maybe I'll stream Sunday. Maybe Sunday at noon my time, so like GMT, that's 8 p.m. And actually, I'm gonna write that down right now. And maybe then I will stream, I don't know, some wrestling game. So let's see, Sunday, noon. Wrestling game. Or Comrade. I think what I'm probably going to end up streaming tomorrow, or maybe not, I don't know. So for Christmas, my girlfriend was telling me that she wanted the Splatoon game because she has a Nintendo Switch. I almost said Wii, like I don't really play Nintendo. But she wanted the new Splatoon game, so I went out, being the nice guy that I am, and I bought the game, and I said at Christmas I'm going to give this to her. Then I find out that there's some guy at work that likes her, and he's decided that, you know, he was going to get her the gift, and decided since he wasn't going to see her before Christmas, he just gave it to her, and she opened it. And she had no idea what I was going to get her. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Here we go. Let me back out a little bit. Let me back out a lot. So I think I might actually be able to get to a point where I can rush one of these people. So the guy ended up getting her the thing that I was going to get her, and actually already had bought for her, but just had not given it to her yet. Let's see if I get some health back. When does my health come back? I guess I have to use that. And then I had to decide, okay, like it broke me. I'm like, are you serious? This thing that she really wanted? I was happy that some other guy wanted to hook up with her, don't get me wrong. I mean, you don't want to be with a chick who no one else wants to be with. But I was upset that he got her the game that I planned to give her for Christmas. I need to heal anyway. So I ended up buying her instead that Harry Potter Hogwarts game. I know there's a lot of controversy because J.K. Rowling has made a lot of anti-transgender comments. You know, I like transgender people. I've had transgender friends for years. But I'm not a Harry Potter guy. I haven't watched the movies. My girlfriend tried recently to try to get me to read the first book, and I have been reading it, and I'm going to finish it, but you know, it's not Mass Effect to me. It's not, you know, the lore of my life or anything like that. But there's a chance I will be playing that tomorrow if she's not playing it, since we're like sharing Steam games. But it looks really good. And you know, it's kind of like, I feel like you have to be able to separate the art from the artist sometimes, even though J.K. Rowling has said some pretty messed up things about transgender people. I think this will be a Game of the Year contender probably. In terms of sales, I see it up there. You know, it'd be funny if it actually ends up selling more copies than Bethesda's Starfield. But, you know, you have to look at it on a case-by-case basis, really. Do I agree with the anti-transgender comments that she's made? No. But is she Bill Cosby? No, she's not. I won't watch The Cosby Show anymore, but I will buy a game for my girlfriend that she really wants. Yeah, well, imagine not having the Harry Potter nostalgia. Imagine being a full-grown adult and then reading Harry Potter for the first time without even the, you know, like, hey, I remember this from back in the day. This door seems to have been sealed off. See, now this is a perfect example. This game gives you choices. A lot of people would open this door. For me, I've opened the door in situations like this and been killed early. Is there probably like a cool reward behind the door too? Sure. But I will come back to this map and get that when I've leveled up. Let's look in some of these doors. We got a room there. Probably not worth it for money, but for a piece of clothing, is it worth it? Yeah. So there's a snake in here. We're gonna rush it. What is this? Stunning blow. Nice. We've leveled up there. Got ourselves a little shirt. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know why transgender people are getting such a hard time all of a sudden. They're getting a lot of rights in the process, but it's like people just figured out that there's transgender people. I'm originally from New York City, so maybe I saw more people who were comfortable, you know, living as the gender that they feel. So it's not as new to me, but I guess a lot of people just heard about it and they're like, they're just really upset with these people. You know, and then there's the whole debate. Oh, hey, Sean Plays. We're talking about transgender people. Nice to have you in the chat. There's the whole debate over, you know, is this a choice? Or, you know, were they born this way? To me, I'm going with I think they were born this way, but at the same time, if there's one outlier and they decided to make a choice to do it, I'm as with them as I am with the people who were legitimately born transgender. What difference does it make to me? You know, you want to live your life a certain way? I'm all for it. I think there's a lot of people now that'll kind of just jump on like the supporting transgender people because they see like, oh well, Beyonce's for it and all the The good celebrities are for it. I don't know why I'm running from this rat. But there's no through line of freedom and acceptance from some of these people. Here's a little tome that I'm not gonna read. This is basically a little story. Whereas I genuinely, just whatever kind of person you are, I think it's fine. Why do I have to kill the fox? Let's try to dart over here. Unless we don't need to. So early on, I'm not having too much trouble with any of these things. I don't have a large area of attack, so that's why I don't open the doors, because I know generally what happens is there's 15 monsters inside there, and if I can't kill a bunch of them... So this is what the exit arrow looks like. And these, also, if I pull up the map, you'll see that there's only one little, I guess it's like a purplish pink square here. That's the exit, but you have to find it every time. But yeah, I'm more kind of a, you know... let's see here. So it's telling me there's stuff I have to... Let me put the shirt on. Where's... Oh, the shirt went over there. There's a cap. Let me see what the shirt even does. Cleansing, rough, leather, armor, cold resistance. So it's +2 armor, +3 defense, +6 fatigue. So now I've got a little bit of weight on me. It's not that much fatigue since it's leather, so it's like a rogue class armor. And has some other buffs as well. So now we've come over to what looks like the second little map area. As you can imagine, very easy to get lost in this game for hours at a time. When I bought it because of the graphics, I didn't think I was going to be into it, and then all of a sudden it became the only thing I played for a while. Usually I wouldn't even stream this long, so that gives you some idea. And let's see what time it is. It's almost time for my second screen to die. I think we're going to stream another 6 minutes, and then at the top of the hour we'll call it. Hopefully we can live that long. I'd asked Sean how she's doing. Nice to have a lady in chat, but I know she's lurking and probably either getting ready for her own stream or busy with something. Okay, we got 3 of them here. I cannot rush. Let's relax. When you get sloppy, that's when you die in this game. A road here. I know Skyrim would have been a lot more interesting to watch, but as the person playing, and after Skyrim crashed on us, I can tell you this game to me is a lot more fun to play than Skyrim. Did you see Larry Kaufman Trauma Trash movies? Oh, they're the craziest portrayal of trans antagonists. No. Movie called Terror back in 1999? No, I haven't seen that. I will take a note of that though. Let's see here. Larry Kaufman. It's nice to come to streams and like actually be put on to some of this stuff. Terror. Okay. E-R-R-O-R. Perma. That's funny. Yep. Just took a note. You can hear it. You can even hear the pen drop into the notebook here. So yeah, I don't understand the hatred for these transgender people. I don't understand the hatred. I don't understand the confusion. I don't understand they're doing the same thing to them that they always like to do, and this is how you get stupid people on board with things. You tell them like, well, that thing or those people can't exist because what about the children? And it's like, what about the children? Some of the children are transgender already too, and the ones that aren't, it's not like they're gonna switch, and if they did, who cares? Oh, we have some boots there. If we don't die, we have some boots. Hit him with that, hit him with the stun. Grab these boots. Game that actually lets you equip boots during combat. So these boots will be better than the boots that I have on since I don't have any on. Oh, that's the boot slot. I didn't know where the boot slot was. Is this some kind of scurrying orb? This orb will okay, we'll automatically identify items you find. Looks like we have some heavier armor on here. Or not on, but we can put it on now. Now go back to fighting this guy. You know, and also I have to say, I grew up in a very Christian home, so I know that being in a Christian country, I understand why there's such a lack of tolerance and acceptance and understanding and science and logic and basic comprehension of things that have happened historically. I get it. I grew up with it, but at some point I just kind of had to come out of the religious closet. I'm like, listen people, I know you guys have tried to get me to believe in this stuff growing up, but it's not taking. It's not taking, and the fact that you guys have sent me to school is making it harder for this to take. So I just kind of told them, listen, I'm an atheist, and that was that. You see shocked looks on faces, and it was almost like coming out of the closet. It was almost like if you were gay or trans and came out of the closet. Except I'm like, what am I gonna do? Sit here and lie to these people? Like, I know what's going on in my head. I'm not buying into any of this. But I would like to think that had I bought into, you know, Christianity and religion and everything that was preached to me growing up, that I would still be as understanding of transgender people and gay people and any other type of person that gets put into that group. It's a million different groups, but they all get put together. Let's see, we got 1 minute left on the stream. 1 minute countdown. That I actually really want. These totems are amazing. Heal yourself and all friends' characters within 10 spaces for 110. So now that I've got that totem, I can use this anytime. It's got a 14 cooldown, which is a lot, but when you can kind of move around like this, it's not that bad. In any case, please hit the like on the way out if you have not. It has been your host, your friend, your pal, your mate, your partner in crime. Not your partner in life, but your buddy and your comrade, Arachnid Soul. I didn't realize this was going to turn into a whole stream about transgender people, but it kind of did at the end. Take a note on Stern Public Access. People are like, what is he talking about? I'm reading chats for the people watching this on demand if this was made into a video. Wasn't the most exciting game, but I'm sure people who are into this game would love to watch anybody play it, including a novice like me. Comrade, thank you for joining me. Sean, thank you for joining me. Sendo, thank you for joining me. Everybody else, did I miss anyone? Let me scroll up. Looks like I got everyone who said anything anyway. Thank you for joining me. It's been a 17-minute sign-off, and I will catch you girls, you guys, and everyone else out there later.